As shoppers look for Cyber Monday steals, you may be surprised to find the biggest markdowns on your favorite real estate sites. New data from Zillow shows some of the largest price cuts ever recorded on U.S. home listings, and that includes right here in Denver. 9 News real estate expert Lane Lyon joins us with where to find the biggest bargains and what it means for sellers. Lane is a realtor and managing broker at Coldwell Banker. Thanks for coming in.
Let's go home shopping. What do you say?
Let's do it. I love it. All right, so we're talking about some pretty big numbers when it comes to price reductions. You mentioned this is happening across the country. So where are some of the biggest deals?
Exactly. Well, first of all, we're talking about $25,000. How does that sound?
That sounds
on
amazing.
Average? Not bad, right?
Yeah.
And that's according to Zillow across the country when it comes to the average amount that sellers are willing to reduce their price. Now, it's not usually all at once. As I'm seeing here in this market, it's about $5,000 to $10,000 each time to come down to try to attract a buyer. So you mentioned locations, right? So no surprise, some of the biggest discounts are going to be on some of the most expensive houses across the country. So I brought a graphic here to show you. Places like San Jose, you can get more than $70,000 off the price on average. LA, $61,000. So these are kind of the coast. You're going to pay more for your house here, right? San Francisco, $59,000. New York, about $50,000 on average that you're coming off the price. So where am I getting the biggest bang for my buck? Because $50,000 off of $2 million isn't really the same when you've got a lower priced home. So if you take a look at the relative percentage prices, let's go to the next graphic, you can see you can go to Pittsburgh and actually get 9% off the list price. So that's where you're getting kind of the best deal. New Orleans as well, Austin and Houston seeing 8% off the list price. This is just because these are areas where the home prices are a little lower than the coasts, for example, and they saw big price increases over the last few years. Here in Denver, about 36% of the listings in October had price reductions. We certainly saw that. And that median total amount is about $30,000 off the price. And that typical cut is about $14,000. So I want other sellers out there to see that this is normal. If you've sold your house recently and you had to make some of these concessions, you're not alone. This is really a time that Zillow says that people are in an opportunity situation to find some deals, but it's also a time that market is correcting.
Okay, so question. Anytime we talk about cuts, a lot of people wonder, is this something to be concerned about when it comes to home values? Is that at risk?
Absolutely, and that's a great question, and I'm glad you're asking. This is not an indicator of home prices falling or crashing or a collapse. It really is a recalibration after a few very unusual years. Remember coming out of COVID, prices went sky high, and we said over and over, we can't sustain this, we can't sustain this. So what we really are seeing is an opportunity for home prices to come down to a level that maybe more buyers can afford. And it really is kind of that recalibration. It's not values dropping. It really is about more recalculating a market that can be sustained.
Okay, so bottom line, if someone has been looking to buy, this may be their chance.
Oh, absolutely. Let's get online today. It's a good day to do it. There is more room to negotiate for buyers, certainly right now. And as the market changes, that might be a little bit different. So you may not see these numbers come into next spring, depending on interest rates. And for sellers, hang in there. If you price right, you may not have to wait as long on the market, but buyers should really look for homes that have been on the market because that's where you'll find the best deals.
Yes, because they're ready to move.
They are. There's like, okay, I'm tired. Let's just go.
Let's just do this.
We're done.
Yes.
Okay.
Lane, as always, thank you so much.
Have a great week.
You too.